Oh, does he bite? No, but he can hurt you in other ways. Woof.
100,000,001 is divisible by 17.
Normal person. 7 plus 6 equals 13. Me.
Okay, you have 7 plus 7 is 17, and then 6 is 1 plus 13, then 7
Hey,
plus
remember that
6
time
must
you
be
farted
13.
really loudly in class?
No, thank you. If I lie down, we will be here forever.
Yeah, okay. Stop it!
When I was in 4th grade, I had no idea of negative numbers, but I had this.
Below 0, there is.
Wait, what the hell is this? Okay. Now, who's here? Oh, yeah. Worries. If that makes no sense at all, don't worry. This grade 4 student has made it easier for us by relating it to your psychological state.
I'm bigger than 0.
I'm less than 0. I don't mean to be accusatory here, and not in a shameful way, but do you have ADHD? Because there's no way you made this weird conclusion of mirrors and opposites without having some sort of weird jumping of thoughts that don't even really make much sense unless you actually go back and try to dissect each thought pattern. This takes me back to my maths class days where I'd get the answer, but my working out made no sense because no. Look, there's a reason I do this instead of mathematics. Everyone forgets about decimeter.
Like, who are you? Oh, wow, a liter!
It's the decision of a decade. Open Heimlich maneuver or Australian backyard stovetop cooking device. The main results in this paper are trivial. Advances in mathematics. The diamond lemma for ring theory. I like how the second sentence reads as if someone's desperately backtracking after making a very bad comment on a first date. The main results in this paper are trivial. But what is trivial when described in You're Walking Away? Okay. Which line do you go to? For $70K or $700,000 in pennies?
That's why you need to know math. 100 pennies equals $1. So 700,000 divided by 100 is only $7,000. You stupid, foolish fool!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Today in Stupid. Observe Exhibit A. Tammy believes that says 700,000 pennies when it actually says $700,000 in the form of pennies. That said, I would still line up with the 70K line because I'm not going to walk around with $700,000 of pennies. I will get attacked. Not even men's pants have pockets big enough for all that. Trolley problem in a 10-addict world. What does that mean? Leave your theories in the comments down below. Unless you're actually educated in math, then shut up! Stop! Don't make us all feel stupid. Anyway, here's the trolley problem. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So 1 or 1 to the power of 99999999999 people. You can either do nothing and kill infinite people, flip the lever and kill 1 person, or drift the train across both tracks and kill 0 people. Since 9999999 plus 1 equals 0. What will you do? Maths, what are you? Why are you? That's the more important question. For all you that think engineers approximate pi as 3.
He thinks that pi equals 3. Wait a minute, the background!
Now, to be fair, that wasn't the engineer who wrote that. That was the design team creating the backdrop for his postures. This doesn't prove that he thinks pi equals 3.14. This only proves... Sorry, my brain stopped working. Reasonableness. Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza and Lewis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis. How is that possible? Okay, we read the question. Yeah, 4/6 is technically less than 5/6, so... Okay, this is in fractions, so surely, as the child writes, Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. That's how he can eat more, despite having less of a fraction of eaten. I'm no maths wizard, but that makes clear sense! But to further nail down that coffin that the education system is dead on arrival...
That is not possible, because 5/6 is greater than 4/6, so Lewis ate more.
Excuse me, teacher. How do you know that this wasn't Marty's pizza right here, huh? Who's being unreasonable now? No, this is not pent-up aggression from my personal experience in high school. What are you talking about? I'm not projecting! Everyone does it. it. Warning! For non-mathematicians, this is going to be tougher than the previous material. You may have to spend a long time studying the next two parts. If you are not used to thinking about hyperplanes in high-dimensional spaces, now is the time to learn. To deal with hyperplanes in a 14-dimensional space, visualize a 3D space and say 14 to yourself very loudly. Everyone does it! But remember that going from 13D to 14D creates as much extra complexity as going from 2D to 3D. Okay, what the frick is this? Are mathematicians secretly just dimensional hopping without our knowledge? Oh my god, math wizards. They're all Spider-Man.
Darn you floating point arithmetic!
The problem. What's 0.7 times 0.7? My computer?
0.489999999994.
Me. A German begging for me not to end them. I'll simplify it to 0.49. Euclid? More like... Me. I love you. My crush.
I'll only accept your proposal if you show me where parallel lines meet.
Why?
Me and my crush at the North Pole.
Yes, I'll marry you.
Great!
Are you going to stand up?
I can't. My legs are frozen solid.
This was a bad idea.
Notably yours.
Try that again.
I love you.
Wait, dx/dt is not a fraction? It is best to think of it as an operator which takes the derivative?
Yeah, always has been.
This is mission control. God damn it, guys! Stop doing the memes on the move!
Hold on.
How did he get a gun through clearance?
It's fine, it's a water gun, see? Oh shit.
He will never be a polynomial. No, what the hell are these stupid words? You know, we only check out the subreddits y'all actually, like to watch and feedback to us on. Who the hell of you out there are enjoying these memes and actually getting the jokes?
I mean, what is that?
What the hell is even that? It's some ancient algebraic Latin. That's what that stupid stuff is. You're gonna tell me, average viewer, that you're gonna look at this meme right now, seeing them spitting out their cereal, and you think, ha ha ha, I relate to this. I sincerely hope you all develop brain rot from watching too many TikTok videos, so these math memes no longer make sense, and I can finally be released from the prison that is not understanding anything I'm reading. The problem with today's youth. All these people lining up to go to university, but no one's going to the pure math department. No, they're only going for some weird other thing that seems to have an X variable in it. How the hell do you solve for that? And why is everybody so excited about this math equation? The proof is left as an exercise to the reader. Not even words in an actual cohesive statement make sense to me in this subreddit. The stupid ancient scripture lingo? Cos, brackets cos, -1, brackets pi, brackets equals pi. Now to a simpleton brain. That's mine.
The answer is pi.
According to everyone else?
No, because -1 for any n bigger than 1 is undefined.
To Lexi? The answer is pi. Thank you, Lexi, for supporting my answer, either because you are right or because you pity me. When you don't have good moments in life, so you use the moment-generating function, mx
Guys, I don't understand these. Please! I'm as smart about this as Mario's IQ here. An 8, but it's so drunk it's passed out.
Literally real Schmidt. When it's an N, I sleep. When it's a Zez.
Yo, hold up, are those ends doing wheelies? Whoa, they're so radical!
Finally a reason to use Twitter? Twitter reportedly... Oh, sorry, I got a notification. Oh, I've been banned off X. Okay. Reportedly working on allowing users to write math formulas in tweets. Oh, sorry, I got another notification. The hit squad is coming for saying banned words? What? Look, Elon, I'm sorry, bro. The future might prove me wrong, but there's no way people are going to refer to their tweets as X's now. Like, imagine,
Oh yeah, hey, nice to meet you. I have so many X's.
teacher, draw a visual representation of the number 8. Kid A.
I drew 8 people
That's my boy.
that my dad has buried in our backyard.
Shut up.
Kid B.
I drew 8 apples because that's how many I ate to try and keep the doctors away.
Oh.
But they didn't.
Oh.
So I sent them to Kid A's dad.
Shut up.
Meanwhile, my kid.
So I saw what the rest of the class did and I thought to myself, well, how can I make this much more long and tedious?
I see.
I took inspiration from Jack from EmKay.
Teacher.
0 degrees Celsius equals 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Someone in class.
0 degrees Celsius plus 0 degrees Celsius equals 64 degrees Fahrenheit.
Teacher.
Who the frick said that?
Proof. by guess. You use proof by assumption. I use proof by induction. We are the same. I actually got this one. No, I'm lying. I didn't get it at all. If you were stuck on the island for 6 months and could only pick 2 textbooks from the list to keep you busy and sane, which ones would you choose and why? The list is from the GR Top 15 Math Major textbooks of all time. We've got basic mathematics, calculus, for some reason relating to violins, linear algebra, done right, ordinary differential equations, set theory, special functions and their applications, algebraistical support devices, crazy, elementary differential geometry, the introduction to 3 manifolds, abstract algebra, topology, principles of mathematical analysis, and Euclid's elements. Ooh, one of these things is not like the others. That's right, it's crazy because who puts their name at the title? You insufferable, egotistical narcissist. Now, look, if I read these, I'd be busy. Yes. Sane? I don't think so. Considering a lurker on this subreddit, therefore a person who's actually smart, would say this about their own books, I begin to question if maybe my mother read me topology books when I was a child, and that's why I've grown up so clinically insane. My school experience was Mortal Kombat.
Ah, my body is a machine that turns
8 hours of manual labor and 15 beers at 2 a.m.
into
A several-page undergrad paper.
Mr. Who's the Boss got angles wrong. Well, folks, we know how it all goes in the math culture world. Time to burn them at the stake. Sorry, Mr. Who's the Boss, you performed a bit of a taboo on the lines of trying to divide by 0. Image I made to send to friends who ping me on Discord.
I paused my 3 blue, 1 brown to be here. This better be good.
0.33333333333333 equals 1/3.
That is so true.
0.99999999999 would therefore equal 3/3.
I don't believe in that made-up nonsense.
Flat Earthers gonna hate me after walking in a straight line for a bit too long. I live on a sphere. Ah, schnitzel. Here we go again. Let the sides of a triangle be A, B, C, and the distances from the centroid to the vertices be X, Y, Z. So, what's brackets X, 2 plus Y, 2 plus Z, 2 slash divided by...
My child will solve the problem using algebra with Apollonius's theorem. Nailed it first time. Oh, Jesus.
Let the triangle be equilateral.
No!
My reaction when I saw my friend Google the value of sin 60 degrees. Weakness disgusts me. Higher dimensional geometry explained using British food. Crisps. Chips. Fries.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can interpret this. This makes sense to me. Huzzah! We figured out I'm like Poe of mathematics. I can master it as long as you relate it to food.
Proof by not wanting to cause offense to the reader.
Lemma. If x equals x1 and x2
is a bivariate Gaussian, then any other linear combination of them is again a normal random variable. Proof of this? Trivial. Skip to not offend anyone. Well, if that's a legitimate use in mathematics, then I can use that in court to prove my innocence. Oh, no, never mind. There's this comment. Haha, when I wrote my BSc thesis, I was legit concerned about things like, if I elaborate on that, will the reviewers think I'm an idiot for thinking that this was difficult enough for them to need an elaboration? That's right. They're skipping the proof, not because they don't think they could explain it properly without getting some backlash, but basically implying, look, if I need to explain this better to you, you're too stupid to be reading this in the first place. So, you know what? Screw you!
The first 7 deadly sins are numbers. Ooh, spooky.
Whoa, look at those big numbers, which actually, no, they're not really big technically because they're all less than 0. Well, less than 1. Shut up. I got it right. No, shut up. Wait, why are the last 2 the same? Because Sloth was too lazy to compute its own value. Oh, damn, I didn't even pick that up. I was too busy wishing this was over. A small box. At first, I thought it was an error displayed on my PDF textbook file.
Hey, what's up? I'm this thing.
Ew, and I'm this thing. Ah yes, the D'Albertian, or however you spell it. My favorite square. If you aren't happy single, you won't be happy in a relationship. True happiness comes from solving differential equations. Math, not even once. I bought a cow for $800. I sold it for $1,000. I bought it again for $1,100. I sold it again for $1,300. How much did they earn? Some of you can't do math. Yeah, look, you've already got 15 minutes of an EmKay video to prove that about me. It's not a shocker. They didn't earn anything. They're actually 400 in the red. They bought it for 800 and sold it for 1,000. Meaning they're still out $600. Yeah, wait. What? Then they bought it for $1,100. Hang on, how'd you get $600 from a $200 profit? Now they've spent $1,700. They sell it for $1,300. Okay, but they're making a profit back, so that number would go down. So $1,700 spent, take away $1,300 is negative $400. That's right, the difference between 17 and 13 makes you go all the way past zero. Is this car park in Japan more space efficient compared to strings with each having 2 even rows of mirroring parking spaces? Example, 2 times 100. Look, it's Japan, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more efficient, but those look like 1-lane roads. It's a bit of a gamble and trust exercise to go all the way down a single lane, but oh, sorry buddy, you chose the wrong lane. No starving lines through this doorway. You have to go all the way back to the start. You can't just turn left and then left again to go down the other lane that's on parallel side. No. Back to the start, boy! What does this hospital specialize on? Hospital theorem. If f and g are any two functions having their derivatives continuous at a point x equals a and f brackets a equals ga equals 0, then lemma x lemma ga, provided that ga does not equal 0? Wait, you said it did! Ah! They say math is hard. How do you solve this equation? Y plus 2 equals y. You just square both sides. From y plus 2 equals y, then it becomes brackets y plus 2 squared equals y squared. So y squared plus 4y plus 4 equals y squared. Where'd you get the... What? Where did that 4 come from? God, wow, I feel like my teacher from high school maths now. I finally understand your frustration in me, Miss Coulthard. Well, apparently that becomes 4y equals negative 4, so y equals negative 1. Genuinely smart people in the comments, please let me know if this is right or not. I can't trust it. I feel gaslit. I can't tell which of these are sarcasm half the time. First glance, pronunciation starter pack. Oh, so basically how I will read all of these things anyway. This is pronounced x. We have inexcellent, but apparently that equals x divided by ln x. What? We have which equals exclamation mark, but multiply everything before it. D over dx. Divergence test equals divergent test. Sin x equals sin x, of course, but also graphics, alright. Cos x equals cos x, and cot x is something you put a baby in and leave it there to cook for a bit until it walks out, and then you scream and, kick it out of the window because babies shouldn't do that. Online statistics tutoring really feels like this sometimes.
Basic reading comprehension issues.
Actual statistics issues.
String theory, I don't know.
Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Wow, math student, how did you get like that? Every time I do basic addition wrong, I do 1 push-up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nerd and loser were like hard-hitting insults in the early 2000s, and now they are used as affectionate terms. We have truly come full circle. Sorry, but no, we did a 180. A full circle would mean we went back to them as insults. Nerd! Never mind, you're right. What they teach you at Harvard Business School. What they don't teach you at Harvard Business School.
These 2 books contain the sum total of all human knowledge.
Well, I don't know how to really know if this is true or not, but I know someone who does. I summon username John13n equals 1 in attack mode. Holy hell. This man's post history is something else. I activate his quick effect.
Thanks. It is a confusing one. I have determined it to be true, but not why we think. It can't be reconciled with conventional math, so I seek to reform our idea of what collapse is. It's a trap, in my opinion, to see it as meaningful. But also, I think it works because it is perfect. Because it is a piecewise cubic function, linear function. The collapse is genetic growth equation, population growth.
Oh, holy hell. Motion to change the integral symbol? That's most.
Algebra, geometry, and pre-calc teachers be like
Limits, derivatives, integrals, yucky wucky, icky wicky, grossy woosy.
asymptotangent line area. Now that's also something I don't know what it is.
Mathematicians. Two visually distinct, easy to tell apart variables.
Mathematicians. Ooh, make the only standout difference in all these variables be the fact that how flicked their wrists would be in a flamboyant stance? Yes, please!
Slay, variable queen, slay. Ancient Roman kid wondering if the x on algebra tests was a 10, a variable, or a multiplication sign.
I wish I lived in a time where these things could be told apart better. I'll take any ideas at this point. Any ideas? Oh my gosh, everybody! It's time traveling RuPaul from the long-running series in the future RuPaul's Drag Race. What are you doing here, RuPaul? Well, little boy, played by Jack, who's breaking character because he's realizing how much of a stupid bit this is, I'm here to apply a bit of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to those boring variables you have. That's right, folks. This is why variables have a bit of flamboyancy in them. It's because of me, RuPaul, traveling in time.
Thanks, Bing.
What is the absolute value of a matrix?
Ah, so you want to buy a car?
No.
Please, buy the internet.
Calculus.
Literally any other math subject.
Logic. I'm down here.
Category theory. The direct sum of two vector spaces is a lot like the ICM of two numbers.
And then there's the people who just learned about those two things.
Welcome to a simple trolley problem, where the biggest problem isn't trying to save a life this time, but trying to answer the question.
Do you do nothing and let the trolley kill one person? Or do you pull the lever and kill one person for each complex S such that equals 0, real S does not equal 1.5, and does not S to it for some natural number n, where that is a zeta function. There are no people on the upper track for as far as you can see, but you find yourself unable to prove that there is no one at all.
Wow, it's amazing when that last sentence makes more sense to me despite everything being in the middle there being the actual equation of things. Basically, do you be certain you can save one life at the risk of possibly killing many others, but you can't see them, so you can't tell if there's definitely no one else on that track? See, this is why people find other sciences far more interesting. Now, if you'll excuse me, we're going to get back to our experiment of seeing what happens when something big and heavy goes over something squishy, and begin.
How many digits are in 3? 3.
It's pointless to think about such large numbers in terms of digits because, for example, let's say you have a
How
trillion.
many digits are in 3?
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 is not equal to minus 1 over 12.
That's me. Like this if you cry every time. Finally, some new numbers. Mathematicians have discovered a new type of math called loud numbers.
Yeah, okay, when we came across that meme with the exclamation point thing being an actual, thing to use in maths, that was confusing me.
But thankfully, we found the people to blame.
So, if we want to get the pitchforks people, I'm good to go.
For now, mathematicians have discovered a hidden variable inside all numbers,
Which affects how loud a number is when you say it? What? Experts say this could be the final push to solving the Riemann hypothesis. Hang on, wait. What? Hang on. Wait. Let's give my brain a second to just fathom this visually and audibly. You're telling me there's a bunch of people just in a classroom setting, a space. They've got a whiteboard in front of them trying to just speak out their equations. And they're just being like,
Okay, 3 plus
7.
in this instance equals 34.
Now, class, observe the board here. Here we have a 9, a 9,
A 9.
and a 9.
With these, please solve the equation for 5 plus 7.
Remember, I both want to see and hear your working out. And begin. 7.
Tilde means approximately minus, right? If wiggly waves is approximately equals, then one wiggly worm is approximately minus.
How does that even work? I mean, by that logic, you could also say that the equal sign, approximately equal sign is therefore also double minus. So therefore, an addition. It's an addition symbol. Come on, I'm a dumbass in this sort of sector of logic and human comprehension, and even I can see there's some stupidity here.
Anyway, therefore, one squiggly wormy 0.9 equals 0,
Also to 1 approximately equaling 0.9. Well, I mean,
I guess it does approximately equal. Is it? Is that not what that kind of means? Damn, I think they just proved themselves regardless of me fighting against the logic. Once again, my grade 10 maths teacher. I am sorry. I understand your pain. Mathematics.
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything!
I don't know anything. Just trust me, bro. You're so close. Fact. 90% of math students quit right before they're about to prove the Colette conjecture for real this time. Ooh, a notification. Tinder.
Whatever you're doing, you could be having more fun on Tinder. Just saying.
I beg to differ, Tinder. This is how I do addition in my head. I go from left to right like reading a book. Am I crazy? What the hell is... What? Again, it's like you're looking at it and your first thought is,
How can I make this as long and tedious to finish as possible?
okay, I know I'm recycling this joke, but do you take inspiration from me when I try to read memes as fast as possible? New triangle just dropped. And it has 4 corners. 1 equals 90, 1 equals 60, 1 equals 30. You can remember all trigonometric. You can remember all trigonometric. You can remember all Trigon's identities. Wow, Trigon's identities. You can identify them. That's so cool. Take off your clothes. Euclid's proof looks childish next to this.
Why is there no greatest prime?
Because every prime number wants to be the number 1. A greatest prime would divide the prime number community, since all the other primes would get jealous.
Is that true?
Do the proof and find out.
I should just do my own proofs in the first place.
You can learn a lot talking to me. This reads as if it was made by a very over-it professor. Oh my... What the... Jesus Christ! Do you pull the lever, killing 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 people, 1 person for every integer, resulting in infinite people dying? Or do you do nothing, allowing the trolley to kill 1 person for every real number? In both cases, infinite people die. But in the top case, the smallest possible infinity of people die, whereas in the bottom case, a larger infinity of people die. Some infinities are bigger than other infinities. What do you do? I'm sorry, my brain's trying to wrap around the idea that there are different degrees and numerical values of infinities. I feel at that point, the word infinity should just retire. You're clearly redundant, aren't you? Your definition. Every engineer needs this formula. How to approximate any number. Have all this big fancy formula to just work out that it's a fancy looking X. A truly symbolic representation as to how Elon Musk came up with his design. All this time and resources just to make 2 lines cross each other. Come on, try to change. 1 square meter equals 1 meter. 2 equals 1 starry mommy starry, which equals 1 millimeter, which equals 1 millimeter. Change my mind.